Great example. The clinicians actually told us 5 things. Make it disinfectable, make it durable, include a barcode scanner, include RFID technology, and include a camera. So that's what we've done. And what I'd like to do is talk through briefly each one of those. So disinfectability. Center for Disease Control says that hospital-acquired infections impact about 2 million Americans, resulting in about 90,000 deaths. You saw that a minute ago in the video. Or incremental health care costs of about $5 billion a year in the U.S. So the magnitude of the problem is significant. To address disinfectability, we've chosen a set of materials. An example is the resin that makes the chassis is resistant to chemicals, so you can disinfect it repeatedly with all the typical chemical agents used in a healthcare institution. The chassis is semi-sealed, minimal grooves, minimal ports to eliminate places for bacteria to collect. It even has liquid-resistant microphones to try to keep bacteria out of the device. So you can clean it in about 5 seconds with a disinfectant wipe, much like about the time it would take to wash your hands. And that was the objective for the product. Durability is critical too. Clinicians will tell you, and you'll hear later today, they don't want anything that looks or feels fragile. So obviously we have a handle for easy portability. There's a shock-mounted hard disk in this device. There's also a shock-sensing accelerometer. It'll sense if it's dropping and park the heads of the hard disk to protect your sensitive data. The chassis is a magnesium alloy frame on the inside wrapped in a rubber elastomer. When you feel that, you'll see the feeling of a bumper around the outside of the device. Again, just to add extra durability for the device and for the data that is within it. It also has a barcode scanner. The way these are used in healthcare is often to read wristbands and medication. So it helps to enforce the 5 rights of medication management, making sure that it's the right patient, the right medication, the right dose, the right method of administration, and the right time. In fact, that's one of the reasons we called this the Motion C5 in the first place, was the 5 rights of medication administration. And the way this actually works, you hold it like a flashlight, I'll push a button, and you should see that the laser pointer, that's the laser pointer of the barcode scanner. So you simply, I don't see on the picture, scan a wrist or scan a drug, and that's how the barcode scanner works. So what happens today is the clinician, the nurse often has a separate handheld barcode scanner and needs to get the device, the data from that into some other device. Now it's all one integrated solution. RFID, similar to barcode for patient identification and medication management, and often RFID in healthcare today is used to track inventory of expensive parts, the pieces for a hip replacement, for instance, that are pretty expensive pieces of inventory in a healthcare institution. Another thing you can do is the chips that are embedded in your ID badges as a clinician, those, or if they're RFID enabled, you can wave those in front of the device and use it for automatic authentication or log on. So just wave your badge and immediately it turns on to your user profile. And then of course there's an RFID tag within the device so you can track its location within a hospital environment. If the device walks around, you know where it's going. So that's a simple application for both security and convenience using RFID technology. And finally, it's a camera. If I push this button, hopefully you'll see a light come on. See that light flashing? I'm now taking a picture of you. You all look great. There's the picture. It's a 2 megapixel camera. It's designed for wound documentation or range of motion studies. It's actually full motion video, so if you need to study the range of motion of a patient's limb, you can take a video of that and include it as part of a patient record. So those are all the basic attributes that became important for a healthcare device. But I also need to remind you that this is actually a great computer in addition to the healthcare technology within it. It's the latest Intel Centrino technology, latest Microsoft operating system, both Vista and XP. And it benefits from Motion's expertise in making tablet computers and how to optimize the pen and ink experience and the mobility experience for using these on the go. And the product is broadly available in about 2 months at a starting price of $21.99. So let me just put this away for a minute and there'll be ample opportunity to look at that afterwards.